All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the whole lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole lake, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And just wanted to go into how pretty much, because I was thinking about how, everyone wants to come, and debate, all right, what we believe. They want to, say we're wrong. Niggas saying that they don't even understand what we teach, but they know we're wrong, all right. But at the end of the day, this thing is about righteousness, man, all right. Because we live in a society that's completely wicked. The standard of this society, the way people think, the way people are, is completely wicked. And the overtone of the gospel is a righteous kingdom. When you go into the scriptures, prophecy is filled with righteousness, all right, taking over the earth. Righteous, flourishing in the earth, a righteous way, a righteous standard. Because the standard that we live under now is off, is wicked. So when you go into the scriptures, which Christians don't look forward to a righteous rulership. They're all about forwarding themselves. They look at, material blessings in this world is gain from the Most High. Is that's the end all be all to blessings of the Most High is a new car, a new house, a certain job, or, a good wife. All right, so-called good wife. They think that's the end all be all of righteousness in the earth, man. They think that's the blessing. They think that's the end game. You see? But no, man. This place is a complete wickedness. The scriptures is dealing with rulership, and the current rulership is wicked as hell. All right? When you go to, let's start off here, and the scriptures constantly reiterate, all right, righteousness, overcoming at the end. Now, this is 2 Peter 3 and 13 says, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and the new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see, that's the hope of the gospel. When you really understand what the Bible is speaking of, now we thirst for righteousness, as Yahweh Shai said. This is what we're hoping on, man. All right? We wait a righteous kingdom, man. We can't wait till this place is destroyed. We can't wait, all right, until Esau Edom is put in captivity and then eventually done away with, man. We can't wait till all our people as a nation, we're righteous, man. You look at the condition of 2/3 of our people, right? The way they think, the way that they are, how vexing they are just to be around. You see how toxic they are as a people, man. We're even ready for the 2/3, all right, to be born back into righteousness, man. See, the scriptures map out a whole plan for the whole nation of Israel and then even the rest of the earth. All right? Even nature itself, man. To see the earth flourishing in this strength again, man. People don't understand how sick the earth is. You see, but the gospel makes you aware of these things, man. All right? It says, going on again, it says, what was it? Oh yeah, dealing with what Yahweh Shai said in the book of Matthew. It says, this is Matthew 5 and 5. It says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. And see, we thirst for righteousness, man. The gospel makes you thirst for righteousness. It has made us thirst for a righteous way, man. Like I always go into, man, I can't wait to enjoy family. All right? I can't wait to have as many sons and daughters as I want and not to be on no budget, man. Not to worry about them going to a public school and getting indoctrinated with Satanism, man. All right? What's wrong with that? Well, then Christians, make it seem like we are just the worst thing going because we stand for righteousness, man. You know, and we await a righteous kingdom. Then we talk about the chaos that it's gonna take to get there. Oh, there's hate, there's evil, this place gotta be destroyed. A lot of people gotta be put to death, man. And thus said the Lord, these things that we're speaking of is in the Bible. You know, they act like we came up with our own plan, all right, to try to get things back in order. No, we're speaking according to the Bible. All right, there's righteousness and wickedness, man. You know, you can't just call on Jesus, then you all good, you know, and then everything just go on, you know, as is. No, man, there has to be a great change in the earth. All right, that's why when you go to Psalms 37, which you can tell this was that that statement was inspired by. All right. This is Psalms 37:7. It says, "Rest in the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him that prospered in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass." Because of the man that bring wicked devices to pass, and that's Esau Edom. And that's another thing. The scriptures put us on game. See, Christians, all right, they're not put up on game. That's why they so gullible. All right, so damn, like you say, stagnant, like they said their own mouth, stagnant. All right, because they're not up on game. You know, they don't know any of the characters of the Bible. They don't know what's truly going on. They don't know any prophecy. All right, so the narrative of the Bible, I mean, their understanding of the Bible is not exciting. It's boring. It's dull. It's dumbed down. You see? You know, I become obsessed, all right, with understanding how kingdoms run and function and how rulership works, man. I'm obsessed with that now, man. I didn't have this type of enthusiasm in church, man. Hey, we dreaded going to church, man. All right, you were hoping your grandma and auntie get, you know, it's, all right, be tired of, something that happened where they didn't go. That was a relief. All right, when you had to go to church, man. You know, falling asleep, head hitting the pew. You see, through. All right. But now that we understand the true narrative, man, hey, we think about this all the time, man. You know, um, this is this is back in Psalms 37:8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, we're not physically harming anybody as we preach what we believe. You know, now there's violence within the gospel because that's part of prophecy. But are we, promoting people to go actually do things? No, we teach to wait on Yahweh by Shema Shai. You know, we teach that there's gonna be a standard lifting. We teach Yahweh Shai is gonna ultimately come and conquer in righteousness, man. Verse 9 said, "For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh by Shema Shai, they shall inherit the earth," man. The righteous will inherit the earth, beginning with the remnant, the elect of Israel. All right? And it says, "For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be." Yeah, so the Most High, is constantly speaking of an end to wickedness and the beginning of righteousness, man. That's one of our main hopes in the scriptures, just to see a righteous kingdom, man. A righteous, the earth ruled and righteous by a righteous government. Yahweh Shai, here it is. Christians, Jesus you to death, but they never speak about him ruling the earth in righteousness, man. All right? The love of Jesus, the blood of Christ, the love of Christ. But then they never speak of him ruling the earth in righteousness, man. We can't wait for Yahweh Shai to rule in righteousness, man. On the throne of David, man. King David back, man. You see that? We get to feast with the greats, man. Lord will, we're part of that number. We get to feast, you know, and talk rulership with the greats. King David, the apostles, man. You know, Joseph, Daniel. You see, all these great men of our nation, we have a part, you know, we have a opportunity to rule with these men in the kingdom to come, all right? But then you get to Christianity, there's no excitement about what's to come. It's all about trying to fix now. You know, it's all about getting, you know, a job, let's say a job, all right, a house and a car, you know, and that's the peak of Christianity, man. What type of car, house, all right, and a wife you got, man. That's the peak. That's what Christianity peaks out at, man. You know? No, this is much bigger than this, man. It's about righteousness, man, because they even have those things, material things, but it's in the wicked society, man. We should be vexed with the wickedness of this society, man. You know? Just as what? When you go to and Christians are not vexed, man. They're A-OK with the way things going, man. Now this is 2 Peter 2:6, and it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly. Yeah. So here it is, we're living in this in the modern Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, and Christians not talking about it, man. Christians not, you know, begging for a judgment for this place, man. All right. You never hear Christians say DTA. Your Christians never say that. That's not even in their thought process, man. You know? Verse 2, it says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. You know, going to their conduct. And Christianity is not vexed with this conversation of the wicked, the conduct of the wicked, man. But the elect are, man. You know? And the elect is crying out, man, begging for this place to be destroyed, man. You see? So this thing is about righteousness flourishing, man. You know, this thing is about just seeing, you know, the earth run in a fashion where everybody went. Hey, because even after that 1,000 years of slavery, Esau was done away with, and these nations are allotted, you know, lands to dwell in. Everybody gonna win. They're not gonna be on the level of an Israelite. They're gonna be nowhere near an Israelite. All right, the you know, the most esteemed heathen. All right, is not going to be on the level of the lower tier of Israel. Nowhere near. They're not going to have the covenant. They're not going to have immortality. All right, but they will benefit a righteous earth. They're going to go back to being self-sufficient. All right, they're not going to worry about no damn inflation. You see, they're not going to have to worry about, you know, us putting chemicals in the foods so they can cause cancer. Then us coming up with a pharmaceutical industry to, you know, to cope with the cancer that we cause from sprinkling the food. No, they're not gonna worry about this madness, man. You know, us want to, you know, start a war. You see, that's why Scripture say what? The nation shall learn war no more. That means no more war for eternity, man. No more nations going at it with each other about disputes. No, Israel is going to be that governing body, and we're going to judge matters. Now, Elam and Moab might have a, you know, disagreement in the kingdom, but guess what? They're going to have to come to the king that's within that province, all right, and to get that matter judged. They're not going to go to no full-fledged war about anything, man. You see, they're gonna have to go to the Israelite king that's over that province and get the matters dissolved, man. All right, ain't gonna be no missile buildups, ain't no tanks. You see, damn nukes. No. All right, Israel gonna have the power to judge. All right, according to righteousness, man. So All right. This is verse 8, 2 Peter 2:8. It said, "For their righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds," man. And we're in the same situation as Lot, and we pray we're delivered like just Lot, man. But we vexed with what we see, man. We're ready for righteousness to flourish, and what we have to understand, when the Most High, started unveiling Himself, to His people, all right, what He was doing was starting, to push their energy of righteousness, man. Men being obedient to their power, laboring, for the nation. Women, humbling themselves down to those men. See, that's righteous, that's flaring, man. But it started with what? This word going forth, man. You know, when you go to let's get that in as we speak about it, you got Biden, just breaking news. Biden doing a live stream about the the new mixtape. They got everybody shook up, man. You know. So that's good, man. This place is coming down as we're coming up. All right. When you go to Second Ezra 6, all right, and let's start at 27. All right. This is Second Ezra chapter 6. All right. It's Second Ezra 6 and 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched." Yeah, see, that's what's happening. See, the Most High is bringing the end, all right, to wickedness. That's why Edom ain't got it like he used to have it, man. The Most High is drawing back power from this man, and that's why he's going to lose it. Ultimately, he's going to, it's going to be a last effort attempt, to try to salvage his kingdom, like the brother, Elder Arwam from Alabama says, like what Esau, he's not sitting back, just setting up his, all right, his new world order. No, this man is desperately, all right, trying to salvage his kingdom that's slipping away from him, So we're seeing this man's power grip is loosening, all right, and that's why you're gonna see a lot of desperate measures in the near future, man. Verse 28, it says, "As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And see, that's what's happening. Truth is being declared, man. All right. And this righteousness, all right, this energy of righteousness has been in the earth. All right. Now it's flourishing. It's going to flourish all the way into a kingdom. Remember Yahweh Shah said the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which is a very small seed. All right. But that mustard seed is now what? Flourished. All right. And it's going to turn into what? A actual kingdom. And it's going to be ran in righteousness, man. Everybody talking about, stop the violence and this and that. And, let's get everybody's economically, economic freedom and all these things. Well, the people that need the most, which is Jake, all right, the gospel, the good news, this is this is the promise, man. This is part of the good news, man. The people that need the most High is finna look out for them on a whole nother level, man. Elevate us on a whole nother level. All right. When you go to what's that, Isaiah? You see, it's finna be a great reset, man. And we're gonna be established, all right, in righteousness, man. Because we, as a people, we have gone so far to the left, but now you have the remnant whom the Lord is bringing, who has brought back into this light, and who He's, working and molding, for the rule of the world to come. All right, and hey, the rest of our people, they're gonna be born back into the kingdom. That's gonna be the true great reset, man, of righteousness, man. It's gonna be a reset of righteousness, man. All right, and when you go to Is it Isaiah 51? So like 54. The scripture say we're gonna be established. All right. Let me find it real quick. So like I think this is it. All right, this is Proverbs 25:5, and it says, "Take away the wicked from before the king," and right, and that's Esau Edom. This man has to be removed, and that's why you see brothers keep reiterating about this man, constantly exposing this man, constantly stating how he's the problem, man. And what has that created? A mindset. You see, our mind has been reset towards righteousness, man. We're not perfect, but we're geared towards righteousness now. You know, we're apt, to do righteous, man. You see? And it says, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. And see, the king is Yahweh Shai. And the wicked, all right, beginning with these Edomites, Yahweh Shai can put niggas to death, the wicked of our people. You see? And then he's going to do what? Establish the throne of David in righteousness, man. You see? This is the time, all right, that we're coming into. You know? Well, we're finna see righteousness flourish in the earth, man. All right, let's go from there. Now, this is Isaiah 54:14. It says, "In righteousness shalt thou be established." You see that? So just now, our people are established in wickedness. The people that are set up, that have the high positions in society amongst our people, they're established in wickedness. The higher up you go, the more wicked you are. All right, our kingdom's gonna be the direct opposite, man. Beginning with Yahweh Shai, King David, the rest of 144,000 under them, the rest of the remnant, the elect. You see, our hierarchy is gonna be a hierarchy of righteousness. We're gonna be established in righteousness, man. You know, ain't gonna be no covetous. You're not gonna, lust after a brother's woman. You see, because we in this society, man, we have just so many crazy thoughts and things that we can't control, man. And that's one of the things I look forward to, not, having all these crazy, thoughts, you know, because we can't stop what popping to our head, man. And we've been so ruined in this society. So even we're a work in progress, all right? But when we're changed at the twinkling of an eye, ain't gonna be no more, crazy thoughts, no crazy thoughts about a brother, crazy just thoughts in general, you know? We're not gonna have these things, man. We're gonna be perfect, man. I'm gonna always want to, because even now we want to see the best for the body. Anybody that's a believer in Yahweh Shai, we genuinely want to see the best for their brother or for their sister, man. But in the kingdom, it's gonna be amplified on another level. We always gonna want to see the best for each other, man. Ain't gonna be no gossiping. There's gonna be zero gossiping in the kingdom, man. Zero backbiting, you know. Little conspiracies on the side, all no, man. Everybody's gonna be good, man. This brother might have a higher rank in the kingdom. The brothers that's under them, they not gonna feel no type of way about it, man. Looking at this brother sideways, you know, talking to the heathen, trying to get them to, buck up. No, man, it's not gonna be none of that, man. We're gonna all be righteous, man. We're gonna always be put in order, man. We're gonna always be in order, The woman not gonna be looking, just because it's another brother that's of a higher rank. Your wife ain't gonna be looking at him and wishing she was with him and all this. No, man, it's gonna be righteous, man. Everybody gonna be so good, man. No one's gonna be disappointed with the goodness of Yahweh Bashim outside in the kingdom, man. No more wishing that, this is Isaiah 54:14. It says, "In righteousness shalt thou be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee." You see? It says, "For thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee," man, because we're gonna be good, man. Like I say, no more gang violence. All right. Like that video I did the other day, niggas beefing with each other based on what side of the street they were born on, man. You grew up across the bridge. We at war with them niggas. You go across the street. If you from this side of the street, we at war with them niggas. On the east side, we at war with them niggas too, man. That dumbass mind frame. You see, they gonna be done away with. Now, when you go to it, and I get this in Psalm 72. All right, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 72. All right, and it says the reign of a righteous king. It says a song for Solomon. All right, and we know in the spirit, ultimately, who's that speaking of? Yahweh Shai. It says, "Give thy king thy judgments, O power, and thy righteousness unto the king's son. He shall judge thy people with righteousness, and thy poor with judgment." See, Yahweh Shai, when he comes, the way he's gonna exalt, us out this lower state, new bodies, new status in the earth. The earth is gonna bring forth abundance, and we're gonna have control over the resources, and things are gonna be brought to us. We're gonna have slaves. You know, he's gonna judge the poor in righteousness, man. Not like Esau Edom does, man. All right, this man sets it up where the poor get poor. He has a system where you get poor, man. Inflation and you know. You've been working here for 20 years, but all of a sudden he like, well, I'm gonna take my business overseas so I can get cheaper labor, but still sell a product for the same price, you know? And these 300 people that work for me, well, they just gonna have to get it how they live. You see? That man this is a very unrighteous kingdom. And it's way worse. I'm just giving, a light example, but it's way worse, what this nigga do. Now, he said, "The mountains shall bring peace to thy people," and this is the governments of Israel, their righteous government of Israel. "The mountains shall bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness. He shall judge the poor of the people, he shall save the children of the needy, and he shall break in pieces the oppressor." You see? No more oppression, man. All right? No more Esau Edom ruling the earth, with his wicked oppression, man. The more righteous you try to be in this kingdom, the more oppressed you are, man. You see? It says, "They shall fear thee as long as the sun and moon endure throughout all generations. He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass, as showers that water the earth. In his days shall the righteous flourish, and the abundance of his peace, so long as the moon endure. In his days shall the righteous flourish," man. You see? In our kingdom with the heathen, the more obedient they are to our power, the more they're going to flourish. The more integrity they have, the more they're going to flourish, man. The more honest they are, all right? The more they're going to flourish. But in this society, it's about cutthroat, finessing, divorcing, for the bag, and get life insurance on the nigga, then kill him and get all the madness, man. Straight wickedness. And Christians don't have a problem with it, long as they got their little piece of the earth, their little half an acre of the earth, all right, with the 2-story house, and that new Yukon, all right, they got that new Yukon, and the nigga good, man, But no, man, this is much bigger than that, man. This wicked kingdom has to be completely erased, and the righteous kingdom, all right, is going to be erected, man. It's going to be eternal, man. And that's what we look forward to, man. And Yahweh Shai will be at the head of that righteous kingdom, man. So that was the point, I just want to bring those things out, because you go into the back and forth, and niggas want to argue and Nigga won't come up with gimmicks and all this. No, this thing is about righteousness being forged in the earth, man. It's way bigger than us, man. It's way bigger than us, man. This thing about righteousness being forward in the earth. So, Lord, will you brothers and you few sisters edified. Till next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yashala, Abab Abal, DTA soon.